Hey guys, it's Deligracy here, and today I am doing a water tower build. I was watching Grand Designs, and there was this really cool episode. Of course, this is British Grand Designs because I love Kevin. Kevin's my main man. I love him. If I had to pick a celebrity to have dinner with, I'd pick Kevin. For sure. But anyways, I was watching Grand Designs and there was an episode where an old water tower in London was recreated and renovated into a huge house. It was like enormous. So I decided to do like a mini version of it in The Sims 4. I wanted it to cost under 100,000 simoleons. I think with this lot, it came in at 98,000 simoleons, just so it is kind of possible in gameplay to achieve it. But anyways, it's going to have one bedroom and it's got a really interesting floor plan. Like, it was kind of a challenge to fit everything in, but I think it's kind of cool. And it's going to look very artsy as well. There's a bit of like an arts nook area, and I don't know, I'm just into it. So hopefully you guys like it. It's definitely a little bit different. And one thing I've done in this build is I've actually used a lot of half walls, but the tallest half wall available. So this build kind of has a studio gallery feel about it. So if you have an artist sim, I kind of was thinking that they could show their artwork on the walls potentially, like open up this really interesting home and kind of have a more localized art show in a way. I don't know, I just thought it was a little bit of fun. And I have to say, I love a series of water tower photography. I've just forgotten the photographer's name. They're a couple. I studied them at uni. Water tower photography. It's a really famous series. Guggenheim. Yeah. Bernd and Hilla Becker. Or Bersha. I don't know how you pronounce their names, but yeah. If you guys look up Bernd and Hilla Becker, it was a husband and wife team in the 90s. They received this award at the Venice Biennale for their amazing photography of just water towers. And it was just cool. It was just like a weird aesthetic series of beauty where these water towers, when put all together as a big collection shot in the exact same way from the same angle and height, they just looked really pretty. So I have to say that's one of my favorite photography series ever. But anyways, enough of me blabbering on about my arts nerdiness. I just know some of you guys are interested in design and probably have studied that series as well. I decided to go with a brick for the water tower. I think that the brick was definitely influenced by the particular water tower in London that was shown. Not all water towers are brick, obviously. A lot of them are just concrete or even metal. But I don't think we really have that many metal wallpapers available in The Sims 4. Like, we have a few, but I don't know if I was that sold on the texture of them for this particular build. Or I could have easily done concrete. And I think concrete would have looked really nice maybe in a different world. But the fact we're in Oasis Springs, I thought the brick kind of worked better with that orangey, reddy landscape. I thought that was kind of nice. So this is basically the exterior done. It didn't take very long. And then I was like, oh no, the staircases. I really didn't think this through. And I was kind of contemplating whether to put the staircases on the outside, going up. So you'd go from the outside into each room. But I was like, no, let's put them inside and I'm just going to deal with it and use it as a challenge build. So that's what we do. This video has been pre-recorded. I'm currently in the US at this stage. Actually, no, I'm leaving for the US very soon. So I pre-recorded this ahead of time, but I will be keeping up with your comments on the following videos. I'll probably see your comments on this video before I leave this week, but the upcoming videos for next week and the week after are all going to be pre-recorded. So if you're leaving comments and you're wondering why I'm not taking them into account, particularly in the series that I have, like Let's Plays, that's why. Because, yeah, I had to record them ahead of time. I'm going to go to PAX East. I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun. And I love going to the US. I've been very, very, very fortunate and lucky to have been there several times now over the last 2 years, thanks to YouTube and you guys supporting my videos. So thank you so much for that, you guys. It's just, I love going to the US because I love the bagels. Oh, you guys have bagels that are so delicious, and In-N-Out burger. Oh my God. So good. Those animal fries. I'm dreaming of it. I can't wait to get In-N-Out burger because I'm going to be visiting both the West Coast and the East Coast. The West Coast very briefly, and then the East Coast for 4 days as well. So yeah. And if you guys are wondering about meetups, I don't think I'll do a meetup as such, but if you're at PAX East, be sure to come up and say hello. I'll just be wandering around, kind of doing my deli thing. So yeah, should be good. Anyways, moving on to the interior now. I wanted this to have like a polished concrete floor. I'm really into concrete at the moment. I saw another build online. Not a build, like a real life architecture. Just magnificent piece of architecture. It's like out of this world. It's an old, what was it? Like old concrete. Oh, was it? They weren't water towers. It was like old concrete factories or gas factories or something. Actually, someone tweeted me it the other day, even though I've seen it before. Just absolutely stunning. Oh, I really want you guys to know what it is because you have to Google it. You have to Google it. I think someone... Oh, yeah, it's an old cement factory. And Katie Styles actually tweeted me it. Look it up because an architect turned an old cement factory into his home, and the interior is insane. Like, it is the most beautiful thing you'll ever see. It's like, it looks like CGI. Like, it's got all of this overgrown greenery, and the architect has been so clever and incorporated the bits of the factory into the interior design, and it's just like, holy moly. So just Google cement factory house and it'll probably come up. It's by a Spanish architect, Ricardo Bofill. Yeah, and oh wow, it was purchased in 1973. Okay. Yeah, and the exterior is laced with vegetation and now it overflows with lush greenery. Oh my God, I'm just swooning over old buildings at the moment. I would love to recreate that in The Sims 4, but the problem is we don't have curved walls, so it's kind of hard to make the curved aspects of it. So I don't know if I could do that. I could do kind of like my own little spin on it, I suppose. I don't know. We'll see how we go. Anyways, so this is the master bedroom. As you can see, like I was saying, I've used the half walls that are quite tall, but they're not full height. And some of you guys will be put off probably by this because the toilet and bathroom don't have full walls. So technically, there is a gap between the ceiling and the wall. I don't know. I just thought it was different and kind of cool. I like doing things that are a little bit unusual in The Sims, and it was definitely inspired by art gallery temporary walls that are put up. So anyway, I just thought it was nice. As you can see here, I'm having a lot of trouble fitting everything into the bedroom. This house actually hasn't been player tested, which is a bit naughty of me. Usually I player test it to check that everything's going to work okay. But I didn't do that. Why didn't I do that? I forgot to do that. That's why. I might actually just get it up right now and see if I can player test it quickly whilst we're recording this. Because I do want to check that they can use that bed and also the bathroom here, because the sink and the toilet are very close to those angular walls. And I don't know if that's gonna work too well. So let's just move a family in quickly. and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Oh my God, I can't wait to go away. I feel like since I broke up with my boyfriend, I've just been wanting to get away. And that was like 4 months ago or 3 months ago or something. So I just feel like this trip is just something I really, really need right now. You know what I mean? When you just need to get away. Yeah. Over here, I was just experimenting with this staircase. I was seeing if I could actually cover up the end of it so there was a little bit more of a walkway, but I wasn't really able to. All right, I'm going to player test it right now. So it looks like they can get up to all the floors, which is good. I'm going to see if the sim can actually get into the bed. We'll see how we go. I might have to make a few changes and re-upload it. But they can definitely get up to the different levels. And, oh no, it looks like he can't get into the master bed. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to move around and re-upload some of the items so that you can get up there. bb.move objects on. Yeah, it's kind of weird me doing this whilst I'm recording a speed build, but I don't have a lot of time right now, so I may as well do it right now. Okay, still can't get into that bed. Interesting. And then finally, up the top end of the build, we do have a little artist area, which is nice. That was very nice. And yeah, I definitely think this house is perfect for artsy sims or sculpture types of sims or collectors or something. Or you could make this house into like a fitness house perhaps. That could be kind of cool. Oh, wow. So this guy really does not want to get into this bed. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to make a few changes. But they can get up to every level. And they can use the bathroom, which is good. So it's just the bedroom that needs a little bit of redoing. And I will make sure to re-upload it. So if you guys want to download it right now, it's totally user-friendly. So that will be perfect. Anyways, we're going to go into the screenshots just in a little while. Oh, and by the way, I absolutely love this kitchen. I love how industrial it is. I just think I love how it has all the stainless steel and it's just super, super clean, super modern. Yeah. Oh, good. And they can use all of the artsy sculpture stuff upstairs, which I like. Neato. I think we did really well. I also love the shelving, how the shelving actually matches everything as well. I think I might do like another build that's similar, like an ultra modern build. That would kind of be fun. Like super sleek, like a super, I mean, apologies to be very stereotypical in terms of talking about aesthetics, but a very masculine, like lots of steel and metal kind of build. One of the biggest issues I've had on YouTube, I mean, every YouTuber has this issue where people, I mean, you can't avoid it. People are going to judge you for being like, too gender specific or racist or something like that, just because we all come from different countries and cultures and speak in different ways with different language, and something that here in Australia might not be offensive could be randomly offensive in another place in the world. So it's really easy to feel like you're just constantly walking on eggshells on YouTube. Actually, Urban Sims Jen, one of my friends, she was talking about this on Twitter the other day, and I was like, girl, I know those feels. It's really, really tough. So yeah, I have to be really careful how I explain things, but I realize that gender specifics in today's society, like gender stereotyping, is just not appropriate anymore. It's just not. We don't live in a world where genders are stereotyped anymore. Well, they can be, but we don't live in a world where blue is for boys, pink is for girls in many cultures anymore. In the past, yeah, I think it was like a thing that people would think pink is a girly color, but that's so old fashioned, and you know, like you gotta move on from that. But I do believe if you're talking in terms of design and art, there is whether you like it or not, the feminine and the masculine aesthetic. It's a thing. It's in books. It is in readings. And it doesn't mean for boys or girls. It means that the aesthetic has is more angular, tougher materials. That is generally masculine, and feminine is the curved and the soft and the lighter. So usually if I'm talking about a build, I say masculine or feminine. I don't like literally mean for boys, for girls. I mean it as like a design term. So that's what I mean by saying I want to do like a masculine build with like metals and stuff. I don't mean boys have to live there by any means. I'm totally into a masculine aesthetic being a girl. So yeah, I just thought I'd explain that because that seems to confuse a lot of people when viewing my videos. And they're like, oh my God, I hate how Deli's perspective is so traditional and so shallow. I'm like, no, I don't mean it like that. It's just hard. But anyways, so yeah, basically finishing this off. I did a really simple like backyard bit, but we were leaning towards the budget being too much here. So yeah, just kept it simple. Anyways, here are the screenshots. So I hope you enjoyed this build. It definitely is a little bit unique. It's not base game only by any means. There's a lot of get to work items in here. There's a lot of get together items in here. Sorry about that, but I did recently do a base game build, which you can check out, which is the old heritage build that I actually recorded a voiceover with my sister. So that was good. But yeah, I loved using that big glass door. You can see here there's just a little dining space. We had to be careful with clutter in this. We couldn't put too many items in there because it was going to block the Sims. But right now, I will make sure that this is completely user-friendly or playable and player-tested. So I will re-upload it onto the gallery. I did upload it a few hours ago, so if you downloaded it ASAP, please re-download it because I player-tested it now. And there's my favorite little kitchen. It's just so cute. The lounge room's definitely got an interesting, unique kind of look about it. I like the old school chair. Kind of looks like it's been picked up from a vintage market or something. And for some reason, I love the color of that concrete-y wall or that plaster wall. I think that's kind of cool. Then we've got the bathroom. Lots of industrial bits and bobs around this house as well. And that's just like a little study nook area with a bookshelf. And here's the little master bedroom, which is pretty small, but 2 Sims will be able to sleep in there. I think we're going to have to fix up that space a little bit. So I'll revise that. And this is the artist studio, which I just love how there's random painted plates and keys and canvases and some palette knives is what I was going for there by putting knives on the walls. I just thought that was kind of neat. And then the outdoor bit, I'll also go through the floor plan for you guys as well, so you guys can check it out and get an idea of how your Sims can move around in it. And it was actually really nice coming back to Oasis Springs because I haven't built in this world for like ages. So yeah, that was pretty good. And yeah. So anyways, let me know what you want to see next. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoy the upcoming videos. I'm trying hard to record as many as I can. And I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. I'll speak to you soon.